is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There's an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their hackles up. Was blood spilled?
No. We took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him.
Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
Guthrum does not negotiate with oathbreakers. Men whose words are only shadows of their thoughts.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have 1 day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon's skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We will burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred. Burn! Make it a Saxon pyre! Let vengeance steer your swords! Leave nothing standing! Let vengeance steer your swords! Just watch my back! Fire and flame! Burn it all! Leave nothing standing! Vengeance steer your swords! Leave nothing standing! Fire and flame! Burn it all! Lord God! Leave nothing standing! Fire and flame! Burn it all! Let vengeance steer your swords! Give up, you shit! Leave nothing standing! Fire and flame! Burn it all! This will some idiots! Let vengeance steer your swords! The prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma. This place is routed, Soma.
I thought be still.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men! Move!
Pay for your sins!
Saxons ahead! Where's your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse!
Cut down the struggle! You're mine!
Every soul we meet sent to their guard. Let us keep moving.
The ruins are close. Keep moving.
All Saxons, draw your weapons.
The ruins are close. Keep moving.
For Uba! His blood soaks your soil! Every Saxon is eager to be their maker! We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He will not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there, and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know, they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uba lies cold in an English field.
I have called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Somer, ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hand.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred, hound his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my words against me now, Wolf-Kissed.
I took them too hard in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
My brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to
You
tame.
sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I've come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not... Best not to draw attention here.
You have my true thanks.
We can tread quietly so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
My men, I had to have... Alfred demanded it.
We will save them, Guthrum. Stay calm. Guthrum, it is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands. I cannot say for certain. Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
You are a good friend to me. Thank you.
Every Saxon who spat at me will
You will have
die.
your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here to a camp near Chippenham.
It is a great deed here. Their families will raise a cup to you.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away. Guthrum, some of your men.
We will not be feasting in Odin's hall tonight, boys.
We're safe here. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last...
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of full case torment.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth. And blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle.
Guthrum, my Jarl, we must speak.
Another matter that needs my attention.
River, west of Uffentune. I fear the worst, but I must know. Best brace my hood here.
We fight together.
Deolav, you have come again at my call.
I have, but this does not sit well with me, Eivor. This is a Christian feast, and the people here are not—
I come only for Elf.
Innocents will die for your ambitions. I am your ally now, but after this, I must turn back to Mercia. I have much to repent.
So long as I do not lose your friendship, your oath will be fulfilled.
Look, you Saxon bedwetters. Here is a real warrior.
Billy, what tales are you weaving?
Eivor. You know I will take your childhood scrapes and—
Good. I would hate for something to happen to you.
Ha! Such... I will do my mother and my lord proud today, Eivor. The Lord knows.
Good to see your spirits high.
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys.
Tefter, it is good to—
I gave you my word. Besides, Alfred's faith is strict.
You have changed.
I was always him.
And now another
I am all a quiver with that.
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys.
There you are, Raven.
Lufina, pure. It warms my heart to see you well.
Well as ever. Better since—
I hunted down—
How quickly a coin can flip.
Aye, your— Alfred thought to use me, but—
You Ivar a lot, my love.
Have you brought—
Finir, stand tall. A light heart lift— And how do you feel about bringing sorrow to this—
It darkens my mood. I have learned some of the Christ Lord.
Let their delights be—
And I will be—
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought—
Gidrich. After Ruth's
Side.
Guthrum will trample Alfred some—
Perhaps I shall one day sit upon the throne.
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought the mothers with you?
Eivor! It's good to see you.
Erke and Stowe. I released you from your debt, and yet you came.
London is quiet enough, and Stow here felt the sharp stab of conscience.
Did not let you down, Eivor. That's not what an honorable...
And you, Broder. I did not—
I have seen to my brother. Sent him to Valhalla with grave.
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought your mothers with you?
My mother is worth 10 of your men.
I do not doubt it. I have seen those strong Saxon hens.
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came.
I never thought it possible, Eivor. That you would rally Saxons and Norse under your
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel and plug their hearts with his god.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Uba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tefta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes. Rhoda, take Erke and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might. Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you.
And I.
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm, your axe arms strong, and together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine. Soma, with me. Everyone else, go quickly to the village. Advance! Be on the lookout for any stray guards. Get to the village and wait for my signal. Let's smoke the rat out of his guard's house. Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex my torch!
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
At least I wouldn't leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come! Raven Feeder, do your worst. I have no fear of death, for this battle is the beginning.
Only darkness will come to claim you.
Die, coward!
You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his throne. This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force, or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon England.
If I must strike down all of England to subdue her, let it begin with you.
O Lord, into your hands I commit my spirit.
Men of Wessex! They came from every house and hovel!
Soma! Fall back!
For glory!
Soma!
Follow my lead.
You escape, you yellow dog!
The advantage.
Did you see Alfred?
The Saxon boys were ambushed. Sunday's wounded.
Hold these men back! I'll find them.
Going! They will better us.
Gunwald! Come, get up! This is no time for weep wailing!
I cannot. And there is a blackness closing in around my eyes.
Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast, sob bright words of welcome, and until you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
I should check on Guthrum at the feast hall. I need you fighting with the rest!
Men will not surrender! And one little cockflogger barricaded himself behind...
I will find a way in! Rhoda, what can I do?
Eivor! The garrison has more defenders than we hoped! Our men are being slaughtered!
I'll find a way to open the gates from the inside!
Reinforcements are hell sent!
Huh? That is most of them. Make sure the garrison stays under our control. I need to help the others. Should check on Guthrum. Should check on Guthrum. Check on Guthrum at the feast hall.
Protect the thing!
You will regret this unholy interruption! Leave me be! I'm no threat to you!
They're weakened! Let us finish this!
Die! Watch each other's backs!
These Danes defy our God and King! You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass! Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts! You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass! That's it! They're fleeing! The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won!
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Good from Jarl. We are not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me! Somers. She's gone.
Soma? Dead? She has gone to the endless feast, and is the better for it.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
I must speak. It is done, Brody.
I saw him, Eivor. In my darkest... And then the battle ended.
There will be other battle.
Aye. And there you'll find me, Eivor.
You have given me more.
Keep him in your soul.
Lufina,
Hush. What good can words do, Eivor? Keep for what days I was given to spend with you. For it no more. Goodbye, my...
Your first battle, Elrich. You fought well and with honor.
Is this the glory you deign seek? You can keep it. I saw Hunwald die. The light...
You will never be...
I have...
Do you think that my...
Enjoy.
Okay.
Stop. His support.
You... You're not injured, Tefta.
Bruises, that is all.
And what
are you?
Even...
And we shall do...
Your Christ...
Your Freya...
He shall come to judge the living and the dead.
Deolaf, had you... He is the... My thanks.
Still, it breaks my heart.
If Alfred had it...
I wish I...
My heart is heavy.
Many fought for...
Are you ready to... Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died, and now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now to the end of days. And to Hjor, warrior, husband, and a friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead, our fallen warriors, and speed them to their end. Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not soothe you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I've made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it, a plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
Eivor?
Swanborough,
No.
I am sorry.
Oh!
He fought bravely and turned the tide to secure a victory.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to...
He walks among warriors.
Yes.
I know words are poor salve for a wounded heart. And know that we are here for you, always, should you need us.
Eivor, there you are. I have something for you. A message. Quite strange.
Something for me. What is it?
A letter, requesting your presence in the southwest.
Nothing strange about a summons for me?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most likely man, for a time.
Only one way to discover the truth. Thank you, Hytham. I will take care of this. Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the Kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Rest then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it. Huh? What have you got for me?
You should buy that. Use it, sir. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah! Go!
All right there?
Yes, hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I am looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thank you.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
I do. I enjoy them.
They're small things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast. Keep your eyes sharp.
And the butter, do I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then. I'll leave you to this. If you need me, I'll be doing the washing up next door.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteer to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names. Their schemes.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. The wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
And how are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable?
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I have traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
You?
Grand Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my study. That you may better understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place. A universal divine order, inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England. Whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You are the last of her kings. And yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burned. Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
Damn. That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing we will. As one lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study. Somewhere in Winchester.
Oh dear, look at them, look.
Good lady, forgive me. I was lost in thought.
No matter, just let him cool and we'll begin again.
Direct me and I will obey.
I should speak with Hytham.
Eivor, did Basim contact you in Norway?
Hytham, this will be hard to hear, but Basim attacked us in Norway. Vengeance for some transgression of ours, imagined or real.
You mean...
Sigurd and I, together. I know this comes as a...
I do not understand. What?
I do not understand it myself. Perhaps one day we can speak about this with more clarity. But for now... Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order's sigils. You will find King Alfred's among them.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow soldier lead you to his hiding place?
He did, for they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order. Fascinating.
Not turned so much as trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all sincerity, he loathed the title and the duty he had inherited, and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication, the last stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor. Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire? Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden.
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it...
Another view is always welcome. But to live without celebrating one's... But know this. I would give my life in a moment for those I love and who love me in...
I understand you well, Eivor. Then...
Eivor!
Let's go. Run up the sail! Eivor! What's wrong?
Bridget and I were thinking.
You want to be married?
Yes.
Yes, I imagined.
I'll be honest, Eivor, and Bridget too. From all she said, she's...
Then let's not bother with tradition. If you have your...
You like the looks of that one? This would serve well. All my pieces are good, but that one's very good. Sad to send this one away, but it will make me proud. The sooner I can make her my wife, the happier.
Enough. Gather your... I am honored to stand before you, Gunnar, Bridget, on this bountiful day, to celebrate the strength of your bond and to see you wed. I am in witness of a love that inspires and empowers. I invite you now to speak your vows.
To you, my darling Bridget, I offer this blade, forged in flames that burn as brightly as my heart does for you. A blade as sharp as your wit, as glinting as your beauty. May it sing through the air as sweetly as your voice meets my ears.
Dio, sed vi det carit si Gunnar. Dwi'n ever am lwcus bod I wedi dod o hyd o ti yng nghariad.
And I, you, I give you my sword and my promise that I will stand at your side forever.
Hyd fi di breuddwydio am ffutio'n hun, a di sôn tawolwch in hope a premonition. Ond dim mount o sgraen a foresight paratoi fi a sweeping adventure meeting ti. Tiw'r enaid fel dim arall, a dyn as strong a bwr y ti, ac fel as I ffies, mae'r calon yn hedfan dyr y ti.
Such poetry, oh dear. You make me cry, my love.
Let us hedfan efo'n gilydd, tra bywyd and beyond.
I offer you this ring, and take yours in kind. I will wear it with pride and honor, warmed by the love of so perfect a lady.
And I gwisgo fe fel calon, adoration a ffydd am byth.
This is the greatest day of my life. Embrace me, my love.
With our couple now bonded in matrimony, now we drink.
Eivor,
Awake so soon?
Yes. The fog cleared suddenly. I can speak of what I've seen, but I felt pulled away.
Say nothing of it now.
It is a strange feeling, brother.
The first happy union in our home. We have matured into something great.
Alvis!
Oh, I wished...
And how are the marriage...
Like this in all the most important ways. There are smiles, cheers, and warm embraces. All that is needed.
You've been among us for quite some time, Redda. Are you ready to settle?
For a year or two, perhaps. But I am not the settling kind. I am a...
It's bad for all the brings.
Gunnar, you old trout. You're a married man. Never thought I would see the day.
Nor did I. And not for lack of trying.
Bridget, I gift you a formal welcome to our clan and our family. You are a fine addition to Gunnar's life and to ours.
Diolch, Evior. I couldn't be more happy to bo ma. Hoping now to well and it keeps me sure the years.
Yes, of course. As I say, it is wonderful to have you. Randvi, saw you looking a little lonely. Thought I might...
How nice.
I am. I never thought I would see Gruffle...
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read. But after everything, a few days of feasting will do the...
They do.
Will you walk with me? Something has been on my mind for some time. I am no seer, but I foresaw this day long ago. Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing, through our victories in war and in diplomacy. And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me, and your confidence.
As I am honored by your love.
And I by yours.
Eivor, I want you to know that Sigurd and I are... We are severing the bonds of our marriage. We share a love that is steadfast, and I have faith it will forever be so, but my heart is yours. That much he knows. And I believe he is happy for us.
Are you sure?
Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more. Something only he can find.
All he wants is far, far away. All I need is right here.
Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech. We must not miss that.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
Are you kidding?
Am I? Come, we should go.
I will, when I'm ready. Come to me.
Eivor,